Alright, welcome back to Parking Part Time. I'm Big Dave the Parker, and we are at Calhoun Falls State Recreation Area. We are in northwestern South Carolina. We're about 70 miles southwest of Greenville, South Carolina. So we're right along the South Carolina-Georgia border, right along the banks of Clarks Hill Reservoir. That's about 1,000 feet to my left. Today is Saturday, October the 3rd, 2020, and the temperature here right now is 61 degrees. It is a nice, pleasant morning here in upstate South Carolina. Alright, so as you can see from the picture here, we are getting ready to hike the nature trail here at Calhoun Falls State Recreation Area. It's 1 3/4 miles long. There are two places where you can start this trail. The place we're starting, I'll go ahead and pan down here. The place we're starting is at the day use area. And so the day use area is just off through the trees off here. That's the road that leads down to the day use area. There's the tennis courts for the day use area over there. There's also a swimming beach and I think a couple of boat ramps, picnic areas, that sort of thing in this area. So this is one place where you can start it. Go ahead and get going here. The other place you can start this trail is over at the campground. And we're not going to go over to the campground, but I'll show you the spur trail that leads to the campground when we get over to it here. White diamond blazes out here. That marks the trail. Not sure how many of them we'll see, but we'll find out as we keep going here. Little wooden bridge here. Had some steps back there. Another little bridge here. It's got some steps, some bridges, some nice little constructions on this trail. They're all in pretty good shape, at least so far. There's a bigger bridge there that we're getting ready to cross. It's a little creaky, but it's going to get us across. See some steps going up there, similar to the ones we came down just a minute or so ago. Alright, so this is where the trail splits to form its loop, I believe. And so we're going to turn left here. So we'll be hiking this loop clockwise. Another white plastic diamond blaze there. This trail's pretty well marked these days. This is the second time I've been down here. First time was a while ago, about 9 years ago. And I didn't remember hardly any trail markings back then. So it's better than it used to be, and that's a good thing. Well, we're almost down to lake level now. There aren't any fabulous views of the lake on this trail, at least I don't remember any. But we'll get a little one here when we get up on this bridge. So that's the backwaters of Clark's Hill Reservoir, just off to the left there. Regaining a little bit of elevation here. There are no real steep hills or sharp elevation changes on this hike. Just a little bit of up, a little bit of down. See a little bit of the lake there off in the distance through the trees. That's a cedar tree right there. Bunch of dying red cedars down here. It's probably used to be farmland. More cedar trees out here. Got some broadleaf trees too. That's a sweet gum, I believe, up there on the right. Sweet gum trees and cedar trees. That's a lot of what you see around here. There's a little retaining wall construction come up here on the right. A wooden retaining wall. Underneath the blaze right there. There you go. That wall's starting to collapse a little bit. But overall, it's still in pretty good shape. Everything on this trail is still in pretty good shape overall. Oh, big step. We made it. No real leaf color here yet. It'll be about another month before the leaves will start changing. In this part of the world, down here in South Carolina, the leaves generally don't change all at once, like they do up in places further north. So you have one type of tree change, and then you'll get to admire its colors for a little while, and then another type will change, and you'll admire its colors for a little while. So leaf change lasts typically like a month or two down here. Not just a couple of weeks like in some places further north, where you get the cold air coming in all at once, and therefore all the leaves changing all at once. that is a very steep head of a ravine right there. All right, sharp turn. Now that, the tree that the blaze is attached to right there, that is a much taller tree. That looks like a loblolly pine as opposed to a red cedar tree. So what that tells me is we are going into a much older part of the forest now, because we did not see any of those loblolly pines back where we started. I think a little bit of breeze coming in off of the lake. I don't know if you can see it, but the lake is straight ahead through the trees right there. And I know you can't feel the breeze, but I can. And it feels fantastic. Maybe we get another little lake view up here. Let's see, we got another bridge coming up here. Well, actually this is a reroute. So if you look down here, hope you can see it on the camera, but straight ahead down here is an old bridge. So there's the old bridge, and as you can see, that one's, the railing is falling down, so that's somewhat dilapidated. And then if you look over here to where we're at, sorry, use the controls the wrong way. All right, so there's the blaze. So that's a little bit of a reroute there. Trail used to go over that bridge, but now it's up here. Yeah, a little bit of a view, lake view down there. Sorry, me mucking around with the controls again. That'll be nice in a month or so when the trees start changing colors. Yep, and that was a trail reroute. Here is where the old trail comes in. So that marker there tells us to go to the right. So that's where we're going to go. That's the way we would have come up if we were here. Probably when we were here, when I was here 9 years ago, that's probably the way I came. But that trail has been rerouted now. And so we are going to go off to the right. Bridge is a little on the sketchy side, but I think we're going to be okay. Perfect. And you see another trail reroute. So the old trail used to go past that sign, and there's, not sure if you can see it on the camera, but there's actually a set of steps up there, wooden steps. So it used to go that way, but not anymore. Now it goes this way. So instead of going that way, we're going to go this way. And once again, this is where it came in from the right. It's the old trail going down right there. All right, keep going. Okay, now that's a side trail there. That's probably the spur trail to the campground. It's not marked as such. I can hear noise from the campground off to my right. Now we're here. This looks like an old woods road to me. Like an old logging road or an old farm road. Back up on top of the ridge now, so nice and flat up here now. That's a pretty view off to the left, down into the ravine over there. Okay, now here you gotta watch out, because if you look straight ahead, so the road continues straight ahead, but notice that blaze right there. That tells me to turn left, so we're gonna turn left here to stay on the trail. And I'm pretty sure that trail back down there at this point, I'm pretty sure it doesn't go to the campground, because the campground is still kind of directly ahead of us right now. So I'm not sure where that goes. Maybe it just goes down to the lake. Gotta watch my footing here a little bit. A little steep, and there's some gravel there that can very easily roll you. But we made it. So if you know where the other trail goes, let me know. I don't know. Maybe it just goes down and dead ends at the lake is my best guess. A little bit of a steep bit here. But just like that, we're back up to the ridgetop. Okay, so the trail going straight there, that is, I think, the trail that goes to the campground. There's another option here that kind of angles off to the right. And so I think this is the way that will take us back to the day use area where we started. So we're going to turn right here. I'm intentionally going a little on the slow side right now. I saw a couple of other trail users up ahead, and I try to keep other people off of camera. So I'm slowing down a little bit, just letting them get a little further ahead of me. Still climbing, but gradually. Back to some nice older forest here. Some pine trees up ahead. That tree has had a very rough life, but it is still alive. Another interesting thing to see here on the trail, so off to the right, that's the old trail bridge right there. Then this is the new route. Old, new. All right, now this would be the old woods road we were walking on before, I'm pretty sure. It goes down that way, and it goes up this way. But that blaze there says we need to keep going straight. Some nice big loblolly pine trees out here. Another steep ravine off there to the left. We'll have to get back through that ravine somehow, but not right now. Erosion has really done its thing up here. Created these, not real deep, I mean it's probably only 10 feet deep, but super steep down there. And we are almost to the close of the loop. I can see it just on up here. So last time we were here, we were coming in from the left and we continued what is now straight. So to finish this hike, we're going to turn to the left and head back to the day use area. All right, last leg coming up. All right, back to the steep and so many road steps. In fact, it's probably better to go this way, actually. If there's a trail construction, I kind of like to try to use it. I mean, after all, if somebody put in the time and effort to come out here and build it, the least I can do is use it, right? But sometimes it's easier just to go around. This is that steep ravine that we saw the head of earlier, just a few minutes ago. You can see it's really steep. This bridge is a little bit creaky, but it gets us across, and that's the main thing. One more little bridge here, I believe. I think that's the last one. see the parking lot through the trees. And we are back. Swing you guys around this way. And there we are. Right back at where we started. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here. Thank you all for watching. If you like this sort of thing, please click the thumbs up button and or the subscribe button. That encourages me to keep more of this coming your way. And so I'll get ready to cut this video. Until next time, I am Big Dave the Parker from Calhoun Falls State Recreation Area, upstate South Carolina. Take care, and Lord bless.